Give thy thought no tongue, nor any unproportioned through this act. Be thou familiar, but by no means vulgar. Those friends thou hast, and their adoptions tried, grapple them unto thy soul with hoops of steel. But do not dull thy palm with entertainment of each new-hatched, unfledged courage. Beware of entrance to a quarrel, but being in, bear it that the opposed may beware of thee. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Take each man's censure, but reserve thy judgment. Costly thy habit, as thy purse can buy, but not expressed in fancy, rich, not gaudy. For the apparel oft proclaims the man, and they in France of the best rank and station are of a most select and generous chief, in that neither a borrower nor a lender be, for a loan oft dost loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. This above all, to thine own self be true. Who said that?
I don't know, but I've heard it.
It's from Hamlet, once again written by William Shakespeare. That's from Polonius to his son Laertes.
Ah.
The line, this above all, to thine own self be true, also appeared in an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation. Anyway, moving on. There we go. Oh, first things first. Let's save. And there we go. And start the timer. And let's get you. So do you want to divorce Rick yet, or?
No.
Yeah. Alright. Rick has decided that he would like to quit work, go back to college, and change his career. To which you suddenly proclaim, you have a job? But apparently wants to
So
spend...
where's all the money going?
Wants to spend yet more of your money. He claims to feel bored with his present life and craves the change his going back to work would cause. His going back to work would cause you to have more responsibilities. No, you already have all the responsibility. It would just make him waste yet more of your money. You would also have fewer resources because of college costs, transportation expenses, and any loss of income if Rick stops working. What will you do? You can encourage Rick to go to college, discourage Rick from going to college, or tell him to think about it more before deciding.
Tell him to think about it more.
Rick wonders whether you think he would be foolish enough to consider doing something like this without giving it a lot of thought. He produces a carton full of college catalogs and brochures, sample schedules, and a list of requirements for his new major. Good lord,
That
Rick's
was not thinking it through. That was thinking it through for what you wanted. That was not
the
weighing
fact
those
we're going to
objects.
be living on the street. That's what I wanted you to think about, asshat. Over the course
I
of
want
his...
you to think about how much it would cost, not which one to go to.
And it doesn't even give you, like, a choice. It's over the course of the next studies, you begin to see Rick less and less. It seems that he has discovered a new life at school. There are newer, younger friends, both men and women, and lots of talk about things which you either don't interest you or you don't understand. At this point, you can say that you are feeling a bit neglected, say that you don't have any money, or say nothing because he seems happy, or suggest that you take some courses together. Breathing doesn't count.
Okay. Suggest we take courses together. I want to see what that does.
I can see why you think this would be a terrific idea. Rick doesn't think so. He is taking college courses to advance in life. This would only complicate things. He's not advancing in life. He's racking up more debt. Rick's a moron. I hate Rick. And he stole my Phoenix. Damn it. I'll kill him. I'll kill him. She's mine, damn it. You bastard! Anyway. He doesn't want to give you up. He just wants to see what he is capable of accomplishing. Nothing! He would rather you take your college courses at a different school. How do you feel about this? Angry/rejected or understanding?
Angry / rejected.
Good. Can we dump Rick yet? Alright, I can understand why you feel this way. You were rejected. But at least he was honest. Eventually, Rick finishes school and is ready to graduate. How do you feel? Proud or relieved that this phase is over with?
Relieved.
Finally! This statement is condescending, and even if you don't admit it, the condescension shows through. You know what? I don't care. Rick's a moron. Rick's aware that you never appreciated his desire to learn. He's not his desire to learn, it's his desire to waste more money you don't have. He's contributed nothing but destroy your bank account. You had $40,000 when you got married. You're down to about 10 now. Douchebag. One of the things he learned best was not to seek the approval of anyone, not even a wife, before doing something that will enrich his life. I hate him. This change in his life becomes
there's the whole thing of there's a time to decide when to put yourself before others, at a time
you have children, for God's
yourself.
sake. This change in his life becomes a source of resentment for both of you. Oh, please tell me we can divorce him now. You've used him to get a child. Let's get rid of him. Can we, speaking of which, Jennifer has announced that all the kids at school are going to a dance that requires a date. Will you let Jennifer attend? Yes or no?
Yes.
Care to give any advice to Jennifer before the big night? Give advice about the birds and the bees, or no?
Give advice.
Alright. Jennifer is amused by your analogies and sincere attempts to offer useful advice. Don't you know Jennifer learned all that in 3rd grade sex education? Get with it. Alright. When Jennifer arrives home late on a Saturday night, you notice the strong smell of alcohol as your young teenager walks by you. You can try to get to the bottom of things now, wait until tomorrow, or never mention it.
Get to the bottom of things now.
Jennifer denies every suggestion, question, and out-and-out accusation you make about drinking. Any kind of calm discussion is fruitless. So you hit her. It must seem peculiar to you, since you were never much of a big drinker yourself. Peer pressure to drink and take drugs is very strong nowadays. It would be wise of you to sit down with your child and have a long talk when things are a bit calmer in the morning. Actually, as I recall, aren't drug use, like, rates going down? Wasn't the 80s, like, the all-time high?
Pretty much.
And then the 90s, I suppose it kept going up because there was crack cocaine going around. But really, nowadays, it's going down a bit. Just saying. A young man, 5 years older than Jennifer, wants to take her out on a date. That would be offensive, but then again, you were dating 14-year-old boys when you were 7, so go figure. When you ask her how they plan to get around, she tells you not to worry, her date has a car. A brand new car! All right. Sit down for a talk, or tell her that she is not allowed to go.
Sit her down for a talk.
What do you hope to accomplish as a result of your talk? Try to talk her out of dating this guy, tell her she has to make her own decision, but give her advice. He has his own car, he's less of a deadbeat than your husband.
True.
Maybe you should try and date him.
Give her advice.
Alright. Your expressiveness characteristic is strong. You can explain your concerns without hurting your daughter's feelings or making it look like you are trying to force your authority on her. She listens and decides that she will see him for lunch at a nearby fast food place, but she will not get into the car with him.
Yay.
Jennifer has just told you that the newest style in casual wear is to wrap electrical tape around your wrists and arms.
Why?
I don't know. I just was going to leave it for a while and see what your thoughts on the subject were. Jennifer wants to know where you keep your supply of electrical tape. Tell Jennifer that you disapprove of that style, or tell Jennifer where the electrical tape is.
Tell her where it is.
That's kind of an odd choice, but whatever. You're just going to let her wrap herself up with electrical tape?
Well, it's better than some other fashions that we know
No,
of.
actually, I'm pretty sure electrical tape is the worst. Yeah, there's nothing worse. I suppose it's just around the wrists and arms. It would have been a lot funnier if she had have to rip, she didn't wear a shirt, she just did it around her nipples. That would be really funny. That would be the worst ever. But at any rate, that sounds like it would really hurt taking it off.
Yeah, probably.
Ouch. That's nasty. Anyway, you didn't stand your ground. Jennifer puts on the tape so tightly that it cuts off the blood circulation.
Well, why is my daughter that stupid, yet she was smart enough to not see that boy?
It's only because you told her to. You didn't tell her not to do this. You're a terrible parent, just like your mother.
Fear my child is stupid, because look at my husband. But now we know where her genes came from.
Well, I mean, would she really wear man's jeans? I mean, or does your husband have women's jeans? Get it? Jeans, because jeans is a kind of clothes. In addition to... Yeah, I had to explain it because you weren't laughing yet, so I thought you didn't get it. Jennifer finds out the hard way.
There's no other reason.
Jennifer finds out the hard way that keeping up with the latest fashion trends can be risky business. Alright. Your daughter has just introduced you to her date for the evening. His name is Mark Mungo Mattingly. He looks like a nice young man, as nice as a guy whose middle name is Mongo has the right to be, I guess. But his jewelry is a bit odd, particularly one ring which he wears in his left nostril. You wonder if a boy who wears an earring in his nose, a nose ring, can be trusted with your daughter. You may suspicious / call for help, or no, call your daughter over for a chat. That would be awesome. Help! Quick, Bullwinkle, call the sheriff. Sheriff! On the phone, I mean. Okay, you can be trusting / wish the two of them an enjoyable night. Suspicious, but don't say anything. Or trusting, but call her over for a chat anyway.
Trusting.
/ wish the two of them an enjoyable night.
Yeah.
She gets pregnant. But no response to that?
Seriously?
No. It's nice of you to be so trusting. Do you think you will stay up waiting for her to come home? Pregnant. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's good. There's a difference between loving, trust, and careless nonchalance. You gave the young man with the ring in the nose the benefit of the doubt, but you are remaining on guard just in case. He tries to impregnate your daughter. Jennifer would like to go on an overnight ski trip with a group of other students at the high school. It would be supervised by the high school teachers. The cost of the ski trip is $350. Jennifer doesn't have the money to pay for the trip. You can tell by all the recent hard luck stories that Jennifer is hoping for a cash infusion from you. Now, Steineric made a mistake on this one, and I told him very clearly what you do with a child when you're in this situation. Maybe you'll be smart enough to listen to me. Jennifer has just assumed that you would have no trouble granting permission to go on an overnight ski trip in the first place. What will you do? You can tell Jennifer not to worry about the money. You aren't even granting permission for her to go. You can tell Jennifer that you are willing to negotiate a deal, or give Jennifer the money and say, have a good time.
You're not gonna give me the advice?
Well, I'm waiting to see what you think first.
Negotiate a deal.
Alright, you're good so far. What are you willing to negotiate? Pay for the trip in exchange for work, or pay for the trip in exchange for being repaid later?
Being repaid later.
You know, in exchange for work, Phoenix.
Fine, in exchange for work.
It's good that you don't have kids of your own yet, but luckily I'm here. Which one of these things would you say is worth $350? Washing your car for a full year? Taking out the trash for a full year? Keeping the room clean for a full year? Painting the inside of the house? Or all of the above?
All of the above.
Okay, again, incorrect. Stein Eric said keep the room clean for a full year. Admittedly, you chose the second best option. But the best option is wash your car for a full year. Kids need to wash cars! No one gets this! Damn it. I hate you people. Anyway, you're gonna have her wash your car. Anyway,
Okay.
Stein Eric got told off by the game. Jennifer is getting off easy, but at least you are trying to teach a lesson. There you go.
Yay.
So I told you, it always works. Always make them wash the car. The car. People are, oh, I don't want to make them wash the car. Stupid people, I hate them. I would carve my initials into their brain tissue if I could. But, you know.
Okay.
Do you not want your daughter to wash your car, Phoenix? Do you?
Actually, I prefer her to take out the trash.
No!
To.
The car! The car! This really pisses me off.
Okay.
You are having some very important guests over for dinner, and you would like everything to be just so. You can be confident or anxious.
Confident.
You can prepare a marvelous dinner, or send out for dinner, / hire a caterer.
Prepare dinner.
You realize that the preparation of the correct kind of hors d'oeuvres, yes, can set the tone for the entire meal. I don't speak French. You can create an intricate hors d'oeuvres, or you can put out some cheese and crackers.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, I know. Alright. You labor over some exotic whores. Whores. Get it? Whores.
Uh-huh.
Then bring rave reviews from your whores, who marvel at your whore talents. Miss Whore says, my, I don't understand where you get your whores. You do such a fine job with whores, and you work during the day as well as a whore. You should be very proud of yourself. Relieved that the first part of the evening has gone along so smoothly, you rush into the kitchen to bring out the main whore. You are horrified, well, play on words there, to realize that with all of the attention you have given to the whores, you completely forgot to begin preparing the main whore. You can call out for some whores and hide it from your guests, or you can tell your guests about your whores.
Call out.
The only thing open that will deliver is a southern fried chicken establishment, which prepares everything in a greasy gravy. Do you want to order some? Yes or no?
No.
I do like my whores with some greasy gravy. Oh, yeah. You are amazed to see how understanding your guests are. One person offers to go out for Chinese food. Another runs to the all-night deli. I could go for some Chinese food.
You wanted popcorn earlier.
I'm hungry. There's nothing to eat around here. Oh, well, someone's coming over later, so I can go out for dinner with them. Anyway, back to the game. And rustles up some vegetable salads and desserts. Sometimes a gaffe, such as the one you made, makes people tune in to their own frailties. Sometimes, but not now. Everyone has a great time. Social sphere increases.
Hey.
Alright. I'm not sure why that was in the marriage icon, but whatever. Alright. Let's get you better at your job. You need to talk to someone about a finance-related matter. The person with whom you are dealing has a reputation for being a stern, pragmatic, and very money-conscientious business type. A meeting between you and this person is suggested. The outcome of such a meeting can affect your vocational sphere tremendously, because she is very influential. You can be a little nervous, confident, or very confident.
Confident.
You can suggest a meeting at your place of work, suggest a lunch meeting, suggest a breakfast meeting.
Suggest a lunch meeting.
Oh man, I could go for some lunch. You have any lunch over there? Could you get me some?
Sure.
Like a sandwich or something? I don't know. Anyway.
They made hamburgers.
Really? For lunch?
Yep.
You people in the South are crazy. At lunch, the waiter asks if you would like to order a drink. You can order an alcoholic drink, order a non-alcoholic drink, or wait for her to order first.
Wait for her to order first.
Oh, come on, take the initiative. Do it. Do
Non-alcoholic.
Not gonna get ripped? Awesome.
Nope.
A wise move. Now you won't have to worry about the effects of alcohol interfering with your judgment or your appearance. Good insight translates into an increase on the thoughtfulness characteristic. Because your thoughtfulness is generally moderate to strong, the meeting goes well. The outcome is an increase in resources to the tune of $10,000.
Yay!
How much money do you have now? You're 53 years old. Ooh, you have $60,000. You're actually
Yay.
doing well. You know what? Let's buy some stuff. Because we can. Alright, let's buy a watch. There are 3 watches you can buy. Cheap for $10, better for $50, or extravagant for $500.
Extravagant.
You are obviously a person who values status purchases. The new watch will impress people, so social sphere will rise moderately. You can pay for this with cash. Alright. Let's buy ourselves a stereo. You can get an average sound system with the usual round dials and buttons for $250, or a high-tech model with lights, switches, laser beams, and speakers that a small person could easily live in for $900.
Let's go big.
Yeah! This is all you can spend your money on anyway, so. Your stereo will arrive in 12 boxes and take 6 days to put together. On the positive side, you will have something you have always wanted. The ability to create a minor earthquake with a simple flick of a switch. You're going to pay for this with cash. Sure. Photo equipment. You can get a standard automatic travel pocket camera, for $50, a basic 35mm camera with instruction booklet for $125, or a computer-controlled fully automatic camera for $400.
The second one, because I'm not allowed to have computers.
Oh, we're gonna get a computer one. Come on. It's a digital. You'll just have to switch over in, like, the 90s when everything actually goes digital. Well, 2000s, I guess. Another toy with lights and buttons to play with. And Phoenix does like to play with her toys. It takes good pictures, but must be handled very delicately. Alright. Skip on jewelry for a bit. Gourmet cooking accessories. You can get a combination pasta machine / food processor for $225, a microwave oven / electronic food processing center for $1,500, or a remodeled futuristic kitchen with all the accessories for $4,000.
Totally remodel a kitchen.
Yes! Everything is self-cleaning. Now all you have to do is hire an engineer to help you cook your meals. It's a little bit of humor there. Let's keep buying stuff, because we can. Sports / exercise equipment. No, it's just yes or no. So, yeah, sure. Physical and social sphere will increase slightly. I assume you use the equipment you buy at least a little before you throw it in the bottom of the closet. Alright. Get some new clothes. Oh, it's just another yes or no. Social sphere will be increased slightly. I will assume you have at least average taste. Phoenix has terrific taste.
Yes, indeed.
She got a bridesmaid dress for what, like $100? And apparently that's really good, you know.
Yeah.
I guess. Get a library of books. Sure. Intellectual sphere will rise slightly. Travel adventures, what is that? You can have a luxury cruise to the South Pacific. Oh, I see. Oh, man. That's really expensive. So you want a luxury cruise to the South Pacific for $5,000, an exotic trip to the jungles of Africa for $9,000, your own plane to fly anywhere you want for $260,000, or nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, probably a good choice. I need to pick one, I think, so I can cancel. Back out. Alright, let's see how much money you have now. Oh, you still have $50,000. Nice.
Woo.
You could get a car. Let's do it. Let's see. Or some jewelry. We'll get some jewelry first. You can purchase one of two pieces. You can get a plain but classy everyday gold necklace or a pair of diamond earrings for $2,000.
Diamond earrings.
The earrings are dazzling, of course. You can't wear them everywhere. That would be tacky. But then again, you knew that. And, of course, a car. There are 5 types of automobiles you can buy. The old clunker for $300. A late model used car for $250,000. Or $2,500. A new economy car for $7,000. A new sports car for $15,000. Or a luxury prestige car for $30,000.
The one that was 15,000.
The new sports car?
Yeah.
You can get yourself a Ferrari?
Yep.
What a show-off. The truth is, you'll probably never have the chance to live it up in a sports car more than now. If you can afford it, enjoy it. Pay for this with cash. Can't actually buy a boat like Stein Eric did. That was kind of what crushed him. He bought a yacht. That was a good choice. That was when his credit went downhill. So, let's see. What we got now? Oh, still got almost 40,000. Can you actually buy a house? You can! Get a loan to purchase a house. Let's do that in the next part. Alright, folks, that's been it for this part of Let's Play Alter Ego Female. I have been Zach. And with me, I have had... PhoenixTsukino. And we will be back in the next part where we will buy a house, maybe. Wow.
Woo.
Anyway, that's it for this part, and I will see you guys later. Kiss, kiss.
Bye-bye.